officially docked in the Jamaica port, and we are going down to Windjammer to get ready for our excursion. Allison, what is our excursion called?
It is historic Falmouth and Ochos Rios highlights, and it includes a stop by a restaurant in Jamaica called Scotchies for jerk chicken.
Yeah, we're very excited. We are also very hungry, so we are getting ready to go to Windjammer, and we are looking forward to today. I'm a little nervous about, because this is the very first excursion we have ever done, but I'm excited nonetheless. So join us as we adventure on day 5 of Adventure of the Seas. This is the view that we have outside our window. Look at that. We have mountains, lots of green foliage. It's beautiful. So, fun fact, this is the first time we have ever gone to Windjammer on this cruise. So, we are very excited to have breakfast at Windjammer today. With Allison's breakfast, she got cheesy eggs, sausage and gravy, a roll, some hash browns, waffles, and French toast. I'm about to go get my breakfast, and we got a window seat. It looks like it might rain, which is unfortunate, but that's okay, because we should be in a little covered thing. This is what I got: eggs, omelet, waffle, apple Danish, donut, cottage cheese, bacon, maple syrup and chocolate, ketchup, Diet Coke. What are you most excited about on the tour?
Well, I'm excited to see what we're gonna see, like what sights we're gonna see, and I'm excited for jerk chicken and jerk pork.
Yeah,
like authentic.
So I don't know if you guys were able to hear what we were talking about at Windjammer, because it was kind of loud. As for me, I am more excited to see a new area, something that I've never been to before, I've never seen, because I really liked Haiti yesterday. So this is very exciting. Allison is actually up in the stateroom right now because we can't get off the boat. We can't get off the ship until 10, and it's only about 9:30. She and I are kind of the same as far as like our anxiety. If there's a lot of people, we get really anxious, and that's unfortunately kind of how Windjammer is. So she went back up to the stateroom for a little bit to just decompress. I got her a Diet Coke because that way she'll have some caffeine. We both had caffeine already, but just in case. And that's pretty much it. We're just kind of hanging out and waiting until we can get off the ship. We are excited about our excursion. I'm honestly a little nervous about it because it's not something I've ever done before. We've never done an excursion, and I'm kind of worried because our excursion starts at 11. We meet up at 10:45, and it is until 4:30, and all aboard time is 5. So it makes me really nervous. Allison said, oh, I booked it through Royal Caribbean, so they won't leave us, but I'm also like, are you sure? So I think we'll be okay, but I'm also just like, I don't like being late to anything, so that's kind of my fear, is that we're gonna be late. Well, it's already sprinkling a little bit, but we made it. We are in Jamaica! How excited are you? Yeah! Okay, let's go explore. It's very windy.
So we're heading all the way to Ochos Rios, ladies and gentlemen. Going along the way, I'll be doing some highlighting. Alright? So ladies and gentlemen, we're now in the town of Falmouth, and this is the parish of Trelawney. So back home you all have citizen states. Here we have parishes. We have 3 counties, and that is Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey. Those 3 counties are then furthered into 14 parishes. So we do parishes in Jamaica. Each parish is a capital. So this is the parish of Trelawney. Falmouth is the capital of Trelawney. So Falmouth is a very small town with a rich history. So we have a lot of Georgian architecture buildings. It looks all around. We have One Square Falmouth coming up to our right. The town of Falmouth was founded by Thomson Reed in 1769. The town of Falmouth also gained piped running water before New York City. And the town of Falmouth also have one of the oldest churches in Jamaica, and that is the St. Peter's Anglican Church. So we'll be coming up to that church in just a few. So the St. Peter's Anglican Church was built on land donated by Edward Barrett, and Edward Barrett is descendant of Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Christianity is our domain religion here on the island, but we also do have other denominations. We have Open Bible, Rastafarians, Catholic, Seventh-day Adventists, Apostolics, you name it, just a few. So we have the St. Peter's Anglican Church coming up to our left here. Original piped organ, original mahogany wood benches, and original clock on the outside. The clock on the outside, it was destined for Falmouth in England, but they made a mistake and brought it to Falmouth, Jamaica. We didn't send it back. So to our left here, we have a beautiful Anglican church in its original state. Alright, every Sunday they do worship there. And traditionally in Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen, growing up, you're going to church, no question asked. Alright, so it's not, if you're going to church, you get up in the morning and you go to church. You do your chores, you go to church. Alright? So you do some chores, you go to church, and every Sunday in Jamaica, traditionally, it is rice and peas and chicken in every Jamaican homes. Yes? So you get up, you have to grate those coconuts. So the dried coconut, that is what we blend or we grate it to put in our Jamaican rice and peas. So as a kid, that is your job, to cut the coconut up, and then your mom or your dad or whoever is cooking, they do the blending. So you as a little kid, cutting those little coconuts in fine pieces, then they blend it. The Swamp Safari to our left here, and they also do daily tours here as well. And if anyone ever watched that movie, the first movies, James Bond movies, that part of the scene where he jumps over the crocodile's back, they shot it right here. So Montego Bay, that's the second city and also the tourist capital. So we have 3 major resort areas. We have Ochos Rios, Montego Bay, and we have Negril. So Negril, that is where you can find the 7 miles of white sand beach. Along that 7 miles, you find all the resorts, ranging from all-inclusive to new. So you can watch the sunset goes down. So in the evening, when the sun already sets in Montego Bay, has been set in Negril, and you can actually watch that slowly. Here, this is like a squatting area. So you'll find some small little houses, some of them in boarded structure. So people need place to live, so you have them just going there, clearing out the land, building a structure. After a few years, the government comes in, put in certain infrastructure, so now most of them owning the land, so now they're changing out of the boarded structure to the wall structure. Alright, so that's a squatting area. Duncans is also a hometown of Arabella Fonte. So all the way to the corner there, we have some small homes. You'll see some like a little box that was there. Those were the original buildings. People mainly buy them for the land. After buying them, they build on it to make it in monument. This strip of road is known as the Queen's Highway. It was built with money donated from Queen Elizabeth II. So they made a monument in honor of her. So it's all the way between these plums, the golden pillars. The king is still at upstate, but he's represented by the Governor General. We have two major political parties. We have JLP. And in front of us, ladies and gentlemen, I'm showing you a tree as well. That's the Ackee. A-C-K-E-E, Ackee. And it's our national fruit. When it's mixed with the Canadian codfish, it becomes our national dish. So the Ackee grew on the tree. Pad has to open naturally on the tree before you can pick it, because it has a toxic acid inside. So when it opens by itself, it releases that gas, then it's okay to pick. You pre-cook your saltfish to get rid of the salt, then you saute that together with your onions, your scallion, Jamaican hot pepper. That is good with some boiled bananas for breakfast. And so most Jamaicans, you know, you can cook from a tender age. You'll watch them, they'll tell you to come in the kitchen and watch while they do whatever. At a certain age, you can start doing things in the kitchen as well. Yeah, man, so you have to be a very good cook in Jamaica. So we have ships here approximately every 3 days. You'll find a ship here. When it's loaded, it goes to different countries. So the USA, Canada, you name it. So coming up, you can see the backside plan. That's the backside plan. So the backside is mined all the way into the mountain. It's poured all the way to your right under that round mountain. So that is the dome. Then it's transferred to our left on conveyor belt. What is it? So that's the backside. So the backside, that is the red ore. From that you can get your aluminum. So you know back home you're maybe using a little bit of Jamaica. Yes, that is what helps to make your pans, your pipes, your aluminum coils, you name it. So in Jamaica we do not have the amount of resources to transfer it over, because you know it takes a lot of electricity to change it from the aluminum to aluminum. Yeah, so it is transferred to different countries. Then if you should look at the homes coming along the way, what you all notice? They're very nice. And anything else? The red roofs, yes. And some of them look unfinished, right? Yes. So here in the Highlands, especially when the low-income earners is building your dream house, they don't normally go to the banks and borrow money. That is too much money, too much interest rate, all of that. We save at home and we build. We build in steps, in stages. So you can do a one room and the bathroom. When that is finished or that money is finished, you save. So saving a non-portion of money can take you 3 years. It can take you 5 years. It can take you 10 years. But eventually, you'll save that money. When you do save, you build again. So you do a one room and a bathroom first. Then you're going to do another room and maybe a living hall and a kitchen. And you continue build. You grown up, your parents had their house before, have their house, they built, that's one section. So some houses and land too are passed on from 4 parents. So you can build on their house. So you go on top. So that would be a second story house, right? Yeah. So some of the houses you pass in, you may say that person is a rich person, but not necessarily all the time. Yes, they just build in steps. Yeah, man. So the houses, they're built from blocks, steel, cement, and sand. We have a tree right here with some green fruits on it. So those fruits can grow twice that size. So the leaves somewhat looking like your palm. So that is the breadfruit. It was brought here from Tahiti by Captain Blythe. You can roast it or you can boil it. When it's boiled, the texture is like an Irish potato. And when it's roast, the texture is like a hard bread.
There you go.
So that's breadfruit. So the breadfruit is delicious. You can have it with any meat preferred. In Jamaica, some roast breadfruit. So you also see different license plates. If you should see a white license plate, that is privately owned. If you should see a blue one, that is publicly owned. If you should Christmas. Even parish council, they're in charge of the city. So notice the black bags on either side of the road, so they're cleaning for Christmas. Christmas is a big celebration in Jamaica. Same for you all back home, your 4th of July. Christmas is that time for our celebration. You know, take all the pots and we do a lot of baking. Yeah, so you do a lot of baking. So if I'm baking in Christmas, I would already be soaking all the prunes and everything. I'll be already soaking them in wine, red wine, for at least 3-4 months out. Yes. So when you're doing it, and we put the rum in it, the Jamaican rum, yes, the white rum, and we do that sprinkle, we pour. Yes, we have another drink we call the sorrel. So the sorrel, it's like a flower. So you wash it, you boiled it, and you season it. So you can put your cinnamon, like pimento in it, that's an allspice, and you put your ginger. Yes, and you sweeten that. Then you put the white rum. So you can have that for a year. So most of these lands used to be wide areas of sugarcane plantation. So if you look at some of the drop backs, you'll see even some remnants still of old sugar mill. We have the statue of Marcus Mathias Garvey. So he's our first national hero. This is his birth parish.
Statue right there.
C times B. And that's the library. That's Marcus Mathias Garvey. And he is our first national hero. He's a black activist. He is originated from Spain. So Christopher Columbus was actually our first tourist.
Oh, there it is right there.
Yeah, so we have a statue of him to our left here. Coming up, courthouse built in 1866. So that's the courthouse. So you have the police station to our left here, painted in the blue and white. You have NCB Bank to your right, National Commercial Bank. So that's a Jamaican bank. And we have the post office to your left here, post office. So every town has a post office and you have to be there to get your meals.
So this is strawberry liquor. We got some things. So I got the Jamaican Blue Mountain Coffee, the coffee rum cake as well. We got a postcard, and then it comes with Jamaican money as well. Allison got this magnet, which couples as a drink holder, beer bottle opener as well. She also got this shirt that says Jamaica. It's a long sleeve sweater. And I got this shirt, which is pink, and it says Jamaica. And then Allison also got this is like a Jamaican specific beer. It's called Red Stripe. How was it?
It was good. It was good. It was good.
We are about to stop for lunch at the Scotchies, and Allison and I are excited because we get to try real Jamaican jerk chicken and pork. And I also, the place where she got the beer, I'm also going to be trying their red velvet cake that Allison got. So this has been fun. We've learned a lot. I haven't had to get out, which is nice. I've been sitting in this seat the whole time, and it's been great. What's your favorite part that you've learned so far?
I like seeing all the signs. It's been very cool, and I'm interested to see how Ochos Rios is.
Yeah, because this is the historic Falmouth portion, and then we're going to be doing Ochos Rios portion after eating. So,
yep. So lunch is next. Very excited.
Excited to eat. Alright, I am now trying the red velvet cake that Allison got at the gas station store. Ooh. It looks really good.
It smells great. Oh my god.
Alright, let's try it.
Better than the ship. I knew it.
You try some?
Okay, I'll try one bite.
Oh. Isn't it good? Okay, so our food finally came. So it is 1 meat, 1 carb, and 1 drink. So I got the pulled pork and the festival, which is like fried dough. Allison got pulled chicken and fries. And we also got 2 extra sides that Allison ordered. They were only like $3 each. So she already sneaked a little taste of the sweet potato, which we will show you in a second. And then she also got rice and peas, which looks like beans. So we are gonna try all of those in just a second. Sorry that the music is really loud. And I also got the fruit drink too, because you could get a fruit drink or a water. This is what the fruit drink looks like. It's peach papaya. Peach papaya, so I'm interested to try it. This is the pulled pork. The jerk pork is good. Very spicy. Pretty spicy. Those are just regular French fries. Try the drink. It smells really good. Oh, it tastes kind of like Hawaiian punch. Try the rice and peas. It's good with ketchup. This isn't my favorite, but it's not bad. Nice. Yeah. Festival. I'm done with it. Ooh. Oh, you'll like this. It needs a little sauce, but it's perfect. This is good.
To our left here is small fishing village. So that is where you can get your fresh catch. And we Jamaicans, as I said, we love traditional, right? Things. So in the time of Lent, you'll have Jamaicans doing only seafood. Yes? So we love seafood. And Christmas now, it's everything. Everything is on. So Ochos Rios, the word Ochos Rios meaning 8 rivers, but so far they've only found 4. So Fern Gully, known for their large areas of ferns. Worldwide, there is over 1,000 ferns, and in Fern Gullies we have about, say, 500 species. Wow. Yeah, so some ferns you can use as a purifying plant as well. Alright, to keep indoors in your room, right? So you'll get to see those, so it's like a very shaded area. And you also see some carvings, and the carvings are done from our Jamaican national tree, which is known as the blue maho. So any furniture or carvings made from that tree would last for a very long time. We also have the cedar. So if you know the cedar tree, so any furniture, you know, cedar are like naturally, you know, termites don't eat those type of furniture. The roads are narrow, and in the pavement it is concrete, because there used to be a river flowing right here.
Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
It's like a riverbed.
That really makes sense.
In 1907, there was a major hurricane. After that hurricane, the water disappeared. We have an old tree to our left here. We call it the Rasta tree. And this is an old banyan tree. Over to, to our left here.
Nice.
Left.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
It's like a willow tree.
Wow.
Jamaica is the largest English-speaking island in the Caribbean and the 3rd largest Caribbean island. So our population here is approximately 3 million. And this consists of 90% of African descent, with the other ethnic groups such as the Druze, the Europeans, the Jamaica, it's all, you know, we have a lot of problems, but you won't know. We give service, yes? We laugh a lot. We're jovial.
Hello everyone, we are back from our excursion and we are about to take a nap. We really had fun on the excursion. It was a very interesting thing to see, to learn about all the new sites. We were definitely the youngest people in the excursion group, so it's a little different, but nonetheless, I'm glad we did it. I really liked the food. That was probably my favorite thing. The jerk chicken was by far my favorite. Then the second thing that was my favorite was the festival, which was the fried dough. I want to show you guys the view from our stateroom because, wow. So this is the view from our stateroom. So this is debarkation right over there. And this, we're gonna go around that area, and this area is where all of the shopping was. Right over here is actually where Allison got her first souvenir, which was the magnet. And then we actually met for our excursion just over here behind this building. So it was a really good experience. I am really glad that we got to do it, and it's very cool to see the island and all its beauty. So yes, we are very excited to be back into the room. We're excited to sleep. This is the magnet that Allison got right when we got off of the cruise port, and it says Jamaica, and it's kind of like the shape of the island, which we really thought was cute. So that is all of the souvenirs that we got, and now it is time for a nap. Hello everyone, we are up from our nap and we are going to the library to read until it is time for our dinner at Giavonni's. I am very excited about dinner. I'm hungry. We think we're also going to go to the pool tonight too, so we'll see. Okay y'all, I got to a really good part in An Offer from a Gentleman, which is Benedict's story. Allison, what part of Iron Flame did you get to?
I'll be out here, okay?
She just flew out to meet Zayden for the first time, which is really exciting.
We're hoping to do some pool time. It is very windy outside, so like it has been every single time. And I really wanted to do shuffleboard today, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to, if it's gonna be open, but I'm gonna check because I do want us to do shuffleboard with our friends. I'm gonna see, like, we're gonna see what they want to do as well, but I'm excited for Giavonni's. I love their wild mushroom risotto. That's probably my favorite thing that they have, but I'm in the mood for pasta. What about you?
I don't know, like I want something with red sauce. I had chicken parm last time, but I don't know what I want this time. I might get the filet mignon, honestly.
You could get the pasta bolognese because that's red sauce.
That's true. We'll see.
Well, I have already decided what I'm getting. I'm getting the wild mushroom risotto as my like appetizer, even though it's technically not an appetizer. I'm gonna make it an appetizer. And then I'm gonna get the gnocchi because I love the gnocchi, but I also, like I said, I really want some pasta, so I'm just gonna ask if they can do just like a plate of linguine pasta. That's what I'm gonna do. And then for dessert, I don't know if I'm gonna get dessert. We'll see, because I did have a lot of cake today. I had the red velvet cake from the excursion, and I also had red velvet cake from yesterday when I went to go get it from Chops because I got 2. So I don't know, let's see. forgot to show you my outfit. I'm wearing my, Allison calls it my Rapunzel dress, but it's the outfit that I like, and I just didn't feel like wearing something that would like blow too much. So Allison's just very comfy and cozy. She's wearing her romper. Allison looks very comfy. Oh my goodness, look at our little towel animal. You said it's an armadillo? I thought it was a dinosaur.
Oh, it might be.
Like that's its head, but maybe you're right. Maybe it is an armadillo. I don't know, it kind of looks like a dinosaur though. Oh, but I can see like the face and the ears. So we are just finishing up with dinner and we are gonna go head down to the pool. It is not super windy, so we have decided that we're gonna go in the hot tub and just relax. Bring our Kindles, read, hang out with our friends, and just kind of chill and enjoy the night. So I don't know if I'm gonna take you guys with us, but we'll see. Hello everyone, it is the next day. We forgot to do our outro yesterday, so here we are. Allison will join me in a second, but yesterday we went to Falmouth, Jamaica, and me and Allison went on an excursion, which you guys saw. I think that, in my personal opinion, I really liked seeing the sights of Falmouth. I liked seeing the history, or hearing the history of Jamaica and taking in the sights. But for me, it was kind of like Nassau. It was kind of, you know, I saw it, I liked it, it's good. I might not get back off the ship if I ever go back. That's kind of how I feel. I don't know how Allison feels, but I'm sure she'll chime in a second.
I agree.
Oh, she also agrees. And then after we came back from our excursion, because we were there from the time the ship arrived in Jamaica to almost the time it left, Allison and I took a big nap. We napped until pretty much until dinner, and then after dinner we just hung out at the pool. So yesterday was pretty chill. It was a very fun and relaxing day, as far as like after the excursion, and honestly the excursion was kind of relaxing too. When Allison comes back in, I will let her chime in to see what she thinks.
I enjoyed the excursion. I'm glad we got to see the island. I think if I were to go back again, I'd probably want to see a beach, like do something like beach related. But yeah, it was fun.
And with that being said, we are gonna go ahead and end today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you missed any of our previous videos, you can check up here in the cards for the playlist. It's called Travel With Me, and you can see everything that we've done so far. Tomorrow we are going to have another day at sea, so we have a lot of things planned. I have a lot of trivia planned. Allison plans to go to the pool all day, and we have dinner at Azumi. So join us in our adventures, and thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, see you later.